it is said, it is said that sometimes we will be going through something in life and we will think to ourselves, why? It doesn't make sense. Why? We always want to know why, because we're just looking at one little piece, one little part of that of our life, and we look at it and we think this doesn't make sense. And it is said that some of the things that we go through in life, we will never know why until maybe after the end of our life. We'll find out, and it will make sense. It is said that it will make sense. But when we're here in this life, we don't really want to hear that because we're going through something. We just want to know right there and right now why. But it is said that some things we will never know, we will never understand until the end of our life. We'll look at it and we'll go, that's why. We will know the reason why. So when we look at just one part of our life, it doesn't make sense. Some things that happen, it's just, there's no way we can make sense about it because we're looking at it from that little piece of the puzzle. We don't see the whole thing. We don't see it, so it makes no sense to us. But we will eventually. It is said that eventually we will know why what happened. And but some of the things that happen, even within this life, if we look, why did we meet this person? Why did we go to that place? Why did this situation happen? When it happened? And we start looking at all those things together. Oh, if that hadn't happened, this wouldn't happen. If this didn't happen, that would not happen. If I didn't meet this person, I wouldn't have met that other person. Well, that situation wouldn't change. And even the negative things that happen, when we look back, sometimes we realize that if that hadn't happened, something else would not ever be possible. And and when it's a difficult situation that happens, it's that we don't like it, and it's not like we would want to go through it again. But it is also said that God will use even the bad things that happen in our life, and He will turn it around to make something good of it. So He will use even the worst situations, which of course nobody wants to hear that. But so, but that's what he said. That's what is said, that God will use even the bad things that happen in our life and turn it around to make something good for us, because of the love of God for us. He will make even that will be turned into something beautiful and good. And maybe we'll never understand in this life, but one day it is said that we will understand. And so in a way, life is like little parts of little pieces of a big puzzle that we can't see the big picture until the end, or maybe in after this life we will know and understand. So, but even in this life, we'll sometimes notice things like, if that hadn't happened, that would never happen, and things like that. And so at some moments we went through some horrible things that uh, we thought we wouldn't survive, that were so painful that we could hardly breathe, because we couldn't even think straight. That's how bad in pain we were. And and when we already been through that, we now in our present time, and we already passed all of that, we look at it and we say, wow, if that hadn't happened, this good thing wouldn't be happening in my life. So um, sometimes life can be like that, like little pieces of a big puzzle. So it's like little pieces and bits of the huge picture that we can't see yet. So some things that don't make sense today, um, one day they will make sense. It is said that it will make sense. Maybe not this life, but beyond this life. It's just we just have to be patient and wait for all the pieces to be put together, and so we can see the big picture.